Hello, Carr here today with another YouTube video. Today I want to continue our study with the book of Revelation, learning about the lawless one and things like that. I've been getting a lot of views from videos on the lawless one and the Antichrist and Revelation and things like that. So I want to continue doing that. It seems to be working, so let's continue. Alright, so let's continue our study on the lawless one. Who is the chief lawless one? Who's the chief lawless one? I'll let you know at the end who I think he is. But let's look at a couple things. Number one, 2 Thessalonians was written long before Revelation. Revelation was written around AD 90, and 2 Thessalonians was talked specifically about the lawless one, which is used in premillennialism mainly to talk about how the Antichrist will call himself God, how the rebellion will occur first before he's revealed, and how that he will rule the nations and things like that. That is found in 2 Thessalonians. So let's remember, what are these scriptures, what did it mean to the people of that day that it was written to? You know, they didn't live in our day where we look back with hindsight 2020 and say, you know, this could maybe not be talking about us of this day. Paul specifically looked at them in their face and wrote the letter to them of that day. So definitely, there must be a meaning to it that applied to them and them only. Now, we may have other applications to us today. There's many lawless ones. There's many people that do wicked things to the church and to Christians. There's many lawless ones. But what did it mean to the people of that day? Okay, so first of all, Paul wrote 2 Thessalonians, and he said the rebellion would occur first before the lawless one is revealed. Let's consider that rebellion, the Jews hated the Romans. They hated them. The Romans had overtook their country. There was a rebellion, a revolt against Rome by the Jews in AD 68. Okay, AD 68. Before that, Christians weren't really persecuted by the Romans too much. Okay, so the rebellion occurred in AD 68. They revolted against Rome, which the emperor at that time was Nero. Now, premillennialism tells you that the Antichrist must rule over the nations. Well, Nero ruled over all the known world at that time. Rome conquered most of the known world. Also, 2 Thessalonians says that the Antichrist will call himself God and exalt himself over everything that's called God. And so Nero made people worship him as God. So now the rebellion occurred. Now he rules over the nations, and he calls himself God and makes people worship him. The next thing is, the number of his name will be 666. Well, you can do your own study, but you can find out that Nero's name in Hebrew and Greek numerical value is 666. So there's another clue that it's talking about Nero. Also, the Antichrist will horribly persecute God's people. So now the last thing that points to Nero is the fact that he persecuted the church intensely. He made them fight in arenas. He made them slide down slides with razor blades. He hung them on crosses and burned them at the stake as lights in his garden. He did horrible things to Christians. And not to mention, he was entirely ungodly. He killed his family, a part of his family. He had a young child, a little boy. The history says he did everything with that little boy that you would normally do with a grown woman. So he treated her like his wife. Not her, but he treated that little boy just like a woman, a grown woman. So you can imagine the things he did to her. He was lawless in every way. So I'll tell you, I believe 100% that Nero was the lawless one. And I believe he is, and the lawless one has been revealed. That's my lesson today. Thank you, and God bless you.